But at the end of the day, because the way I'm set up, I didn't really give a damn either what they thought, because they didn't know the reasons behind why I did what I did. And it's none of their business. And I chose not to share my story with them. And that's perfectly fine. Another big thing you have to do is change your playground and change your playmates. Because if you notice and look at your life, look at your situations, if they're repetitive, it's because you haven't learned a lesson. Yeah, it's okay to have your group you hang out with, your party with, and this and that and the other. But you have to learn to separate your friends. Because all friends are not on the same level. They're not trying to go where you're trying to go. You can't be placed in your next season to get you to the next level of where you're supposed to be going when you still out here fooling around on the playground with folks with no substance. The next thing you have to do is challenge your inner strength. Because I know firsthand, personally, sometimes we get so knocked down, everything is going haywire at the same time. You're getting headaches, you're stressing out, you're losing weight, gaining weight, losing hair, not eating, overeating, going for comfort foods, whatever it is that you do. You have to get up. Even when you don't have the strength to get up, you've got to get up. Because the more you wallow in your pity, the deeper you're going down in the quicksand. And guess what, folks? Sometimes we ain't got nobody to support us. We got to learn to support ourselves. But see, that ties back into having that relationship with God. Because when you have that relationship with God, you ain't never alone. That is the only person you can talk to that ain't going to tell your secrets. That's the only person that's not going to use your story that you shared with someone against you. Because humans do that. I don't know why, but they do it. Because guess what? They got skeletons in their closet too. You just were brave enough to discuss them with that individual. It turned out for bad, but another learning lesson. I learned myself, I don't talk to everybody. I mean, I don't have nothing to hide, but I ain't got nothing to tell. But if you ask, be ready for the answer. And the answer is going to be the truth. You may not be ready for the truth, but that's what you're going to get. I don't just volunteer my information. But if we have that relationship and rapport with one another where I'm your confidant, you're my confidant, yeah, you're going to get it all. Whether you want to hear it or not. Because that's just me. And I expect that back because I give that open door to the people that I'm very close to. Because we're each other balance. We're each other's ears. The next thing is you have to adjust accordingly. I understand it. Some of us do not adapt to change well, especially unexpected change. I get it. I was that person. I'm no longer that person. Because I have to understand life does not revolve around me. Life is life. It happens. I have to adjust, keep it moving, figure out the best option that works for me, and take it from there. The next thing is focus on what really matters. Meaning, if it does not directly affect you, let it go. Basically, mind your business. We have enough stuff on our own plates. And if we can't clear our plates, how in the hell are we going to go help somebody else clear their plate? Some things, yes, we can. But a lot of things, no, we cannot. Focus on what really matters that affects you. Remove anything that causes you unhappiness. Why are you dealing with folks and situations that you are not happy with? Let it go. Change the things you can change. If you can't change it, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. A key one, stop telling folks your business. I just touched on that a little bit. Stop telling folks your business. Your business can't be talked about if you don't tell it. But see, some people just need somebody to talk to and vent because they don't have anybody to talk to. Stop telling your business. Everybody ain't earned the right to hear your story. So stop telling it. Know that you are your best interest. When you get that, you're good. And never allow anyone to make you feel less than. Because you are somebody. You do have purpose. I'm not saying your ways are the best ways. But see, those ways you can change if you choose to change them. But don't ever allow anyone to make you feel less than. Never. See people for who they are and treat them accordingly. You can't continuously keep being nice to people and they keep treating you like shit. It hurts your feelings. And it puts you in a place of a mindset of, am I worthy? Or why am I always so nice but they're so mean? I get it. I understand it. Let it go. It's not healthy. And last but not least, understand that people don't like you. They like the idea of you. That's why they hang around knowingly and unknowingly. And unknowingly mean you got stalkers, whether it's your social media or whatever. Yeah, they're going to stay friends on your page. Why? Because they're trying to keep up with you. They want to see what you're doing. Why? Because they just being nosy. They're being nosy. Some of your worst enemies is someone that will call you their friend. They will stand in your face and act like you are just heaven to them. Turn right around, not even 10 steps away from you, and take every knife that can be found and just stick them in your back. So understand that everybody ain't for you. And if you can just make some of these changes and get that mindset, you'll have peace. I got rid of every and anything that was a stressor. But first you got to identify your stressors before you can remove them. I don't care if it was people, bills, life situations. What I could change, I changed. What I couldn't change, I threw it out the window. You got to have a cutoff game. You got to understand that people that are around you, they're there for a reason, season, lesson, or blessing. That lesson could be a good lesson or that lesson could be a bad lesson. But what you got to do is you got to take them shades off. Get the fog out your eyes. You can see, but you can't see. You blind because you just so caught up in, oh, this is my friend, or this person is this, or this person is that. Oh, I like this person because of this. I don't give a damn. If it ain't healthy, let it go. Let it go. Now, before I got to this place, I'm going to share something with y'all on this person. Before I got to this place, it's been a few years now. I'm going back to 2008, 2009 for me. Especially 2009. I was so busy trying to make sure everybody else is happy, making sure, everybody else was straight. But guess what? I forgot about me. which I usually do, and I still do sometimes, I'm always the last because I'm selfless. I am not a selfish person, never have been. I've learned to become selfish during this process. But back in 2009, I was stressed out, didn't know heads from tails. I was just a daily functioning human being out of routine. I was not living. I just existed. Now, upon existing, I was on 15 different medications. Some I had to take 2, 3, 4 times a day. Wasn't healthy at all. I was told it's just a matter of time. I was a walking time bomb that can explode at any freaking minute. Why? Because I took on responsibilities of other people who did not give two shits about me. They act like they did, but in reality they didn't. So I allowed what others did to affect me, even though it didn't directly affect me. One day I woke up and said I had enough. So I created something called the cutoff game. It was a little weak at first, and it started to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Now today I'm proud to say I haven't been on medication in years. I refuse. And it's a hard time for me to even take a Tylenol or anything like that because I'm just so against taking pills. But what I did create was that cutoff game. And now my cutoff game's so strong, I have to cut myself off sometimes. Why? Because one, I've adapted every last one of these things I talked about into my life. I don't need anyone to define me. I don't care if someone judges me. I don't care what people say or what people think. Because at the end of the day, what I know is I know what I can bring to the table. I eat alone and I eat alone often. And I'm at peace with that. Because I refuse to allow anyone to make me feel less than. I will not allow anyone to disrespect me on no level at all. And you all should do the same. So I gave y'all some tools for you to implement, work on. It's not a fast process. I'm not going to tell you it is because it's not. I'd totally be lying to you, and I'm not going to lie to you. It is not a fast process at all. Because I know some people can't even detach from their exes. And it's 10, 12 years later, and they still hung up on the individual, and that individual done moved on. So I understand. Change ain't easy. And it's harder for some than others. But you have to make the choice to decide what you're going to do for you. Because I tell people all the time, and my kids would tell you, if I drop dead right now, everybody out here is going to continue to keep doing what they was doing when I was walking this earth just like them. Come on, folks. You're your number one priority. We got families. We got children. They need us around. Especially folks with younger children. They need us around. But if you don't take care of self first, you ain't going to be around to help take care of nobody. Stop stressing over things you can't control. And that's other people. People are going to do what they want to do. But what you can do is teach someone how to treat you and how to talk to you. I hear so many people that's talked to in such a disrespectful manner. I have to walk away. Because to me, they can't defend themselves. And I'm ready to speak up to defend them. But I got to understand that ain't my battle. So I have to literally walk away sometimes. Because I'm ready to go in. Disrespect is I swear that has got to be the worst thing ever, especially when I see a man disrespecting a female. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not taking up for them fellas.